Well, I've always had Jesus in my life, but it was more like I prayed at home and didn't go to church. Like I knew he was there and I believed in him and I could talk to him when I wanted to, but my faith wasn't strong enough that I could just depend on him and put all my faith in him.
Things were chaotic. Things were I felt a great sense of not having control. I was trying to go into things without seeking him first. And so I kind of felt like maybe that was the product of that. Maybe the chaos, maybe, the trials and the tribulations and so many unexpected things. Maybe that was the product of not seeking him first.
My life, I knew God was there. And I knew scripture and Bible study and church, things like that. I always prayed, read my Bible, did things like that. But I also lived with a lot of stress and anxiety, some depression.
I was raised going to Christian school, going to church every Sunday. That's just how my family raised me. But I feel like I didn't necessarily find Jesus until recently. I didn't find him for myself. He's always been taught to me, but I've never found him for myself. And my life was a struggle. It was hard. I felt alone a lot of the time. I felt like I had no one who was stable. Everyone was coming and going, coming and going and coming and going. And so once I found him, I think I kind of found that stability.
I feel like I have a stronger and better, my relationship to God got closer over time as I started coming here more.
I surrendered at winter camp. It was they asked who has surrendered and who hasn't, and then they asked us to stand up. And I was really nervous to stand up, but me and Paige and Katia stood up at the same time. And I didn't know why but I thought we were going to be the only ones. But everyone had their arms around each other and they were crying and they were surrendering, and it was just really sweet. I definitely felt a connection, the way they did worship and the way they told us the stories. I just felt right.
I felt like my life had been moving so fast in the career lane, in the fast lane, that I kind of put my faith on the back burner and felt like, let me get all my ducks in a row and then I'll get back to you, God. I'll definitely do what what I feel like I may be called for. But I'd say the one thing that sparked it as of late was the birth of my daughter. Just seeing her as a baby, it really made me think about the example I wanted to set for her. I took one step, he took two, maybe even three, and just, here I am.
I went through this period of time where there was just a lot of loss. And I seriously got so riddled with grief and depression. Everybody went away so that I only had God and to lean on him. And that began a whole new journey for me.
I will always have him to turn to, so I know I'm never alone. And I feel so much stronger knowing that I could have no one on my team, but I have him on my team, and that's all that necessarily matters to me.
Now I feel I'm more caring and I'm more thoughtful than I was before. It's just made me feel overall I feel changed in a better person. When I come to church, I'm I'm getting closer to God. This is this is what I want. I want to be closer to him.
I think becoming a Christian is not just relying on God, but being able to trust in him and know that he knows what's good for you.
No matter what came my way, I knew that I would not face it alone. And I was continuously putting my faith in his strength, believing in what I couldn't see, and just knowing that it was going to be there and it was going to be okay.
I'm choosing to get baptized to kind of wash away all of that past hurt and that past just trauma in my life, and to really show everyone that I'm really ready to commit myself to him and show him that I'm ready to give my life to him.
I feel like if I get baptized, I will definitely feel the stronger connection between our relationship.
So I'm choosing to be baptized because just everything that I've experienced and grown up in has made me want to just be all in and make an adult commitment.
It's one of the final things that I can do to make my faith like everyday, kind of everything that I think about in the morning before I go to bed.
I think that it will bring me closer to God, and it will like be my way of like showing him like how like my love and like care for him.
I feel like I'm at the point in my life where I took a small step. He took some really big steps, and now it's my turn to actually take a big step. And I need to know that I'm doing everything I possibly can to live up to my full potential as a Christian. And I feel like this is going to be the step to help me get there.